Cam, bro, how you feeling?
I hate Darius right now. Listen, we just got done doing the Carolina Reaper pepper. And I ain't one for doing hot stuff, but you know, my dog said, let's do this. And I said, you know what? I'm trying to challenge myself to open up my like, you know, my palate, trying to challenge my palate to handle more spice and whatnot. But what you just did to me was unearthly. Dare I say ungodly, man of God?
There was no trickery. Yeah.
That was insane. And what caught me off guard the most is that before we started this thing, you know, I knew the pepper was hot. Carolina Reaper, that sounds like a hot pepper. You concur, Vash?
Yeah.
Hot pepper. But what did Darius let us know right before we started this?
He let us know that it is currently the hottest pepper on the face of the earth.
The hottest or the
hybrid.
Second? Hybrid. Oh, hybrid pepper. I'm sorry. Like, that matters.
It does.
I didn't know that it was the second hottest nothing.
Well, it's the hottest right
Does
now.
it have a Scoville? It don't matter.
Yes, it does.
It don't. What is it?
Like almost 2 million.
See, he didn't let none of us know these facts beforehand. Like, I knew it was hot.
And maybe
I knew it was hot.
Hold on.
Maybe that's my fault. Maybe that's our fault.
Y'all got Google just like everybody else, Mr. Google.
You know what this sounds like?
Google
Darius? It sounds like the shoe is on the other foot. You don't like it when you're getting double teamed on. Do you?
Oh, you really don't.
Oh, this one of them, it ain't fun when the rabbit got the gun kind of thing, man. Oh, okay.
Yo. Listen to me. That was one of the strangest experiences. Because, like, you know, no. Oh, I ain't no freak. No, relax, bro. I'm worried about you now. You want some freaky type time for liking this? For doing this for fun? Yeah, you want some freaky type time, bro. I pray for you. I pray for you. No, bro. You probably. I'm even gonna go into that. But you like to wear it up, bro.
You take a mouthful of ice cream.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, man.
Because the more I talk, the hotter it gets, bro. The more I talk, the hotter my mouth gets. Man, nah, bro.
Okay, look.
I have trust issues already.
Hey,
I'm just saying today didn't help.
this is what I'm saying. Okay, look.
You can't say anything. Ain't no excuse for this.
I told y'all. Hold on. I told y'all. And then as I was explaining what was going on, I let y'all know. Like, yo, it's the hottest pepper. And then then life hit y'all. And y'all like, wait a minute. You ain't say nothing about this. And I was like, for sure. Well, here you go. But as I said, Mr. Google, you can Google it. Google, why you asking? Y'all could have looked it up.
Look, long story short is this video gonna be posted on YouTube. Let's take this pepper. And here's what I'll say. And I ain't gonna let much spoiler out of this video other than this. I started with a quart of ice cream, down about a quart of ice cream. Okay?
Ain't no line.
Not a pint. A quart. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Capitan, take us away.
Yes, like Cam said, it's going to be a video. Y'all should definitely go check that out. While we went through hell, it was fun. Kind of. Sort of.
I was concerned.
Yeah, I was concerned for a little bit too.
Yeah, you had a look on your face I'd never seen before.
No, bro, like we ain't gonna get into it. Listen, welcome to another episode of Reset the Vibe. I am one of your hosts, Vash, and to my right is
D,
and to my left,
Cam.
D Baba.
And ladies and gentlemen, it's a very special episode, kind of a bittersweet episode, depending on how you look at it. This is the season finale of Reset the Vibe.
And it's a bittersweet symphony. Let it ride. There you go.
That was good. I like that. No, so it's a season
We don't
finale.
own the rights to that music.
Oh, we don't know. Yeah,
My man.
Good looks. We're not on the rights to that music. But no, that was this is the season finale of season 2 of Reset the Vibe. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna go take a few weeks off. We'll be back next month with more content, more guests, and more vibes that we normally bring, as always, every week. But no, we just really wanted to. Well, I would go all collectively want to say, but I'm gonna let them go ahead and say their piece. But I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I started this podcast a year ago just to talk about my book, Addressing Insecurities. What wound up happening is you guys liked what y'all heard, and right when the book released, and I told y'all like, yo, this is my swan song, pod is gonna end, y'all wanted more. So I kept going, you know what I mean? And then eventually I was like, you know what? Me talking to y'all every week by myself, I feel kind of awkward on the mic, just sitting here talking to myself. So I asked my brother Darius, did he want to come do the podcast with me? And he said yes, right? And then further down the road, me and Darius talked about it, and we was like, yo, we got a cool brother that we haven't even known for that long, but just by talking to him, it's just like we've been talking to him for years, we've known him for years. And we extended the invitation for Cam to come and be a permanent host on this show, and he agreed to it, and now here all three of us are.
Real quick, can we preface this? And you didn't know, but as soon as your episode was over, as soon as we finished, that's when we started talking about it.
The first one?
Yeah.
Damn.
Like, yeah,
that's
bro.
crazy. I thought it was the second one, to be honest with you.
No, it was low key predatory. Like we was like, yeah, we gotta get him on the pod. It was like, yeah,
that's crazy.
That man gotta get on.
Yeah, man. Like, cause like I said, like it was just one of those things where like it's not very often that you get to have conversations with people and everything just flows. You know what I mean? Like everything flows and the communication, everything is like organic. And that's what we had with what you can. And we appreciate you coming on, bro. You add so much value to the podcast, bro. We appreciate you for that.
Grateful for the opportunity, G. Like it was wild. Like I literally I can't remember the last time I've connected with somebody that quick. And like we really connected we weren't even in person, G. Like me and you are already connected like before, like a bunch of times, Fred. But like
right.
When I connected, when me and Darius connected off the phone call, even you missed half the call, you know what I mean? Like that, and we still like ended up, you know what I mean? Like you came in halfway through the first episode, right? So I'm talking about like me and you really had like about like a 2-hour conversation even after the pod, and it was just like, yo, like that's crazy. I walked away from that conversation being like, bro, I'm excited to meet bro. Like I was trying to meet my dog, you know what I mean? And even like we talk about like when we linked for the first time in person, it wasn't like a hey, how you doing? It was like, what's up, G? Like, yo, we here. So so definitely this has been dope, man. I love the experience. I love the fact that I just get to come out here and kick it with y'all. Like even beyond the fact that we get to do this podcast and get to bless people with it, that we get to come up here and just joke around before we even turn the mic on and just have a good time, G. So I appreciate that.
Oh man, for real. Like that's the one thing we forget. Like they don't even get to see us before we get on the mic. That be like, right. Like that's gonna be a goal. Like
every time before the pod, there's a moment where we're talking and joking and we're like, we should be recording this. Yeah. Like, because for like 15, 20 to 30 minutes before we start, we are just goofing. Man. You know, maybe but hey,
one day we might catch some
one time. But it's been a wonderful ride, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you, it's been awesome.
For sure. Like when I came on the pod, like it was weird. Like he invited me on for one episode, and I was like, bro, like I ain't got nothing to like really talk about. Like I don't know what you interviewing me for. Like I don't know what I ain't doing nothing with my life. Like, and then he was like, "No, just come on." And then I did the pod, and people liked it, and then he pitched it, and I was in. And ever since then, it's been history, and it's been interesting. Like I get to meet, people I never think I would have bumped into in my regular life. You know what I'm saying? Because like outside of here, pretty much I don't talk. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta get comfortable with people to talk. But here I'm able to express myself in a way I ain't been able to express it before. So then I get to bump into people that like maybe, you know what I'm saying, we see each other on the train or in passing and traffic, you'll be like, nah, but then you figure out people be cool, man. And it's been a dope ride. It's been a dope ride.
Yeah, man. So I hope you hear this. Like there's a sense of gratitude from us, with you allowing us to be a part of this thing that you started and decided to take it a certain way and allowed us to be a part of that vision that you said, man. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that we get to walk in it and you have this visionary mindset to be like, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this. And ain't even a willingness to hear us out on different things and whatnot. But man, I'm rocking with you, Ryan. I appreciate it. Thank you for the opportunity.
No doubt, man. Like I said, like I remember doing this for probably about a good month and a half. And like I was like really self-conscious of my voice. I was self-conscious of, because like, bro, I started out with my iPhone and just the iPhone headphones.
Right.
That's what I recorded with each and every week up until I think around the time that Darius came on. Then I got a mic. But yeah, bro, like I just felt awkward talking. And like there would be dead air. They'd be like, "Yo, I don't even know what I want to say." Like, and then the thing about it is, like, I would sit up there and prep and be like, "All right, I'm gonna talk about this first. I'm gonna talk about this second. I'm gonna talk about this third, right?" And even then, it still felt awkward, even though I had planned the whole thing out. Like it was like structured, right? Which makes it funny because I don't know how long of a run it was, but for Darius and myself, like we would sit up there and be like, "Yo, what are we gonna talk about?" I don't know. What you want to talk about? I don't know. Like it'd just be dead. Like it was like a run for I don't know how many episodes where we would just sit and we would talk, and things would just pop up in our mind, and we just say them and we talk about them, and it'd be entertaining for like an hour and a half, 2 hours sometimes, you know. And that within itself, like I said, like that's a connection. You know what I mean? Like you don't get that with just anybody. So even when you came on, you know what I'm saying? Like we had a couple episodes where we like came in like, "So what y'all want to talk about? Y'all got anything y'all want to talk about?" Nope. All right, we just gonna rock with it, see how it go.
Real quick, can I say this?
Go ahead.
I had no idea you was from California when you came on the pod, dude.
Right.
Like I couldn't even hear it. Like normally I expect to hear like that California real accent. Never heard it. Still haven't heard it.
What's a California accent though?
I don't know.
What it sound like?
Nah, because that's a try.
No, that's a fact too, because I didn't even know that she was from Cali until you said that too. Like when I heard that, I was just like, "You from Cali? Oh, well that's cool."
Ciao, bro.
I didn't even know, bro. But
Shred the nard.
talking about our past episodes though, what if y'all have any, which I would like to think that y'all do, like what would be some of y'all like favorite moments or favorite episodes of the pod?
Yeah. I mean, I just on a serious note, like the first one we had was just so like dope. And just like, I don't know, it was just a dope vibe. So of course that's one of my favorites. And like you said, that's the moment that allowed us to kind of get to where we are now with being on here. So of course that'll always be a favorite moment of mine. But I'm talking about a favorite moment though, is when we had that miscommunication about the Zoom location and the physical locations. And we got that Zoom link from you while we were in the drive-thru of Popeyes, a few minutes away from your crib, and we're like, "What's going on here?" And then things were said, opinions were shared. And when we got on air, we presumed to treat you on the air. And me and Darius had a wonderful time.
Oh, I'm sure that y'all did. I'm sure
and you were borderline irate to the point where you were just like, "Well, I can't wait for these men to stop."
And that's the thing; they didn't get to see none of the text messages. The text messages was really aggressive. It was
there's energy behind that.
Bro, listen. So you ever been at your house, right? And you just cooling and chilling, and then you got company saying like, "Yo, we almost at the crib. We outside the crib," and you just like, "What?" You know what I'm saying? So like now, like now you gotta be like, well, I'll put it like this: if you're not gonna turn them away, now you just gotta be like, all right. So now I gotta clean up a little bit, or clean up as much as I can. if you one of them people that don't wear pants around the crib, now you got to put on pants. Now you got to find some clean clothes or something because maybe you just didn't do laundry that day. You plan on doing laundry the next day.
Why are you saying this is hypothetical? This is not what actually happened.
Son, all right, fine. But I'm saying, like I was just chilling, bro. Like in the spot that I'm always sitting there for these pods. I'm sitting here. I was sitting there, and I sent out the link, and I'm just cooling, bro. I'm just cooling. I'm twiddling my thumbs, like I'm scrolling down my Twitter, and be like, "Ha, that's funny." Man. And then I get a FaceTime from Cam. And I'm like, oh, he's probably going to tell me like, yo, maybe he forgot, or maybe he's not going to be able to make it, or maybe he's going to be running a little late. That's fine. That's cool. Whatever. Or maybe he's calling and telling me like, yo, the Zoom link ain't working. Because sometimes that happens too. He answers, and it's him and Darius in the drive-thru for Popeyes. And it was like, yo, bro, we down the street from your crib. And I'm just like, did y'all not see the text message? It said, everybody was in the corners agreeing it was going to be for Zoom. And then apparently it wasn't.
You're bringing back old arguments.
I am bringing back old
here nor
arguments.
there. Yeah. I just want to point out the fact that your hypotheticals were so specific that I was like, there's no way this is exactly what happened. He said, imagine you just sitting on your blue couch wearing your black slippers, playing your PS5 on the couch by yourself. You did the whole setup on that one.
Man, like,
man.
The best part, you should have seen the conversation in the car before he called you. It was like, nigga, what? Zoom? What is going on, bro? Boy, we 10 minutes out.
Yeah, bro, we was cruising. But this is like the first time we was actually early before the pod too. We showed up, we had time to get the sandwiches. I think we might hit you up like you want one. Might hit you up like you want one. And he was like, yeah. And then we got a Zoom link like, okay, do you want the sandwich though?
It was awesome, man. You should have seen it. It was just like, hey, man, like, he like, what? Like, Zoom? Like, we supposed to be on Zoom? Like, I don't know. We should call him. Yeah, you should see it. It was a real teacher tone moment, man. See,
the thing was, like, we had Katie that day. We was recording. And, like, I told her Zoom. So she was already at the crib, ready for the Zoom link.
Shout out to Katie.
Shout out to Katie. You know what I'm saying? And, like, man, because, like, that was the main thing I was thinking about. I'm like, I done told her, like, we've been trying to set this up, trying to set up our schedules. Like, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, it is rather difficult to try to line up everybody's schedules together to record a podcast because everybody has their own lives outside of the podcast, whether that's school, whether that's work, whether that's kids, families, wives, spouses, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really hard. So for me, at that point, I was just like, all right, well, now I got to go hit her up. Luckily, she was cool about it. She's like, yeah, I'll meet y'all out there. So it is what it is. It was a good pod. So it worked itself out regardless. With that being said, Darius, what is some of your favorite moments or favorite episodes of the pod?
Man, I gotta give like shout out episodes. For one, I gotta give my honorary mention to my man's Chris at Chris and Frankie the Piano.
Yep.
Cause my man's literally recorded a potty training song, like so I could play for my daughter, and he did it on a ukulele and a recording in like a week, and just sent it to me like, yo, here you go, like, that's yours. So I always gotta give him a shout out, mad love for that. My favorite moment, like, that's a lot of moments, bro, because I done had a lot of laughs on this podcast. When we told Cam we really didn't watch Judas and the Black Messiah.
Why you have to bring that up?
Why
you have to bring that up? See, now look at him. See, now he upset because he's eating the pepper. And now he's upset thinking about that now. Like, oh, yeah, these niggas did say they're about to watch.
And
what's funny is I thought about that today, and I thought the Cam was going to bring it up, and then I was going, like, man, I'm thinking, like, yeah, no, tonight's got to be a night I watch. So she's going to bring that up.
Oh.
And I'm like, we already told him we was going to watch it. He ain't watching shit. I'm like, yeah. And now I thought we was in the clear, and now you bring it up like, yeah.
Hey, what's crazy? I was watching somebody watch it. Oh, what's this? Oh, this Judas and the Black Messiah. I'm like, okay. And then it never crossed my mind until later on. I'm like, oh man, I was supposed to watch that.
Oh my gosh, man.
But that was funny.
That was funny.
Cause that was like the first time you threatened actual acts of violence. That was like, dang, like, all right, serious. But man, when Sasson got the going in on them kids, oh, bro, not to put you out there like that, bro, but it was funny. That was hilarious. I think that was one of my favorites. I'm like, man, you ain't gonna get fired.
So you sure wanted the Alias or something like that, big dog?
Man.
What about you?
So, as far as favorite episodes go, man, like there's a lot of them, man. Like I love every episode that we've done because, like, those are my babies, man. It's like I'll be editing and everything. Like those are my babies.
Lord's work.
Some episodes, you know what I'm saying? Like the vibe. The conversation, unfortunately, it's just not there. You're gonna have episodes like that, right? But I want to say I think that I really want to say that, like, what are y'all laughing at?
Nothing.
Y'all wild, man. Listen,
we ain't saying no names.
Y'all wild, bro. Listen. Like I'm saying, like, no, like every episode, we're not always gonna be on fire, unfortunately. That's what I'm trying to get across to everybody. So
There were no names. I was just talking about myself.
yeah, listen, I understand all that, man.
You like shut up.
I understand that.
They
Like
went in on my turban in one episode, man. That was,
one episode, but that's like 2 episodes ago.
I was like, I ain't turning right now. I thought it was cool. You made it sound like it was like 15 episodes ago. Like, no, bro, that was like literally like 2 episodes. All right, no, I'm getting off track. So, some of my favorite episodes were the one which we started the season with, which was with Mr. Fryson, right? For sure.
Because that was our high school art teacher. And that man dropped so many gems, bro. And up until that point that we interviewed Cam, that was like our highest listened to, downloaded episode. You know what I'm saying? So that was really powerful. Like the things that he was saying, things that he was talking about, bro. And like, I don't know, man. Like it's just dope. Another dope episode is one we had with Rod. And for me personally, that episode with Rod was emotional, man. You know what I'm saying? For him, like, because that was like us giving each other flowers, so to speak. Because, like, I ain't seen Rod in probably about 6 or 7 years. It's been a minute since I've seen Rod. So, obviously, I've grown as a person since then because I was still a kid, essentially. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was an adult. But I was still living at home with my moms and everything. Like, so I was still a kid. So for me to be where I'm at now and to be able to tell him how much of an impact he had on me these last few years growing up and everything, like that meant a lot to me. And then for him to turn around and then talk to both of us, remember? Because he said, like, yo, I'm saying this to him, but I'm saying this to you too, because I know he don't hang around. You know what I'm saying? I know the company that he keeps. You know what I'm saying? So he was telling both of us, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, I'm proud of you and everything that you've done and everything. And I'm like, and like, I was on the verge of tears, kind of. You know what I mean? Because it was emotional for me.
And that's crazy because it's like you, at least you saying that and it's great, but like, we wasn't even like videoing, so you wouldn't even have known. You know what I'm saying? That it was like, I didn't even know it was that like emotionally impactful for you. Like I didn't, but like he said, he was such a peaceable guy. He had such a cool spirit. It was just like, hey, this is like my uncle talking to me, man. Like I had for so. Like,
yeah, bro. Like so, yeah, like that was a dope episode. As far as funny moments, man, like I don't even know where to begin. We talk about when we reviewed Malcolm and Marie. Talking about the mac and cheese, man. Like
that was the episode I listened to, bro, and I was like, bro, I can't wait to be on the podcast. Y'all are dumb.
Hey,
y'all are wild.
Hey.
Y'all are so funny.
come on, man.
That
Did
was
you at least go watch? Did you watch it? Malcolm
Did I watch
Montgomery?
it? No. Y'all told me everything already. I listened to that pod.
I'm
What you mean? Why am I watch the movie? I heard listen to the entire pod. I know exactly what that movie was about, bro.
Because I acting ain't in on point.
Bro, you did not put you may have put spoiler alerts in there like that, and I might have zoomed right past it, but y'all told the entire narrative of that movie. I did not need to go watch it. I felt no need. I listened to the entire hour and like 15 of that episode like that. I said I'm good. I don't need it.
Bro, I don't want to stop there. You know what I'm saying? I want to keep pushing, but man, like that episode, man, that was great. We was on 10 on that episode. That was perfect, bro.
That was good.
That was perfect. And then lastly, well, not lastly, there's a bunch, but I'm gonna just say this and then we can move on. But like when Nayla was on here, we had her on and she talked about the race war. Like
that they started at their school.
Yeah, bro. At her elementary school, it was like a race war and everything, and they had like an all-out brawl in like
elementary school.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
Segregation got the kids. That's crazy.
Man, when I tell you that was hilarious, bro.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
No, I know you got to.
No, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
No, because I was gonna say this. For one, I want to apologize to Mr. Price. I underestimated this man's teacher's ear and mine. Okay, I'm gonna admit this because we admitting stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was playing the game during that. Like, okay, so I had got what was that game? Assassin's Creed. What was the last one? The
Odyssey?
The Nordic one.
Valhalla.
Oh, Valhalla. Yeah.
So I had been trying to beat this game, right? So I normally will play the game and talk on the pod. Man, Mr. Pfizer, he hit me with the Solidarius, and he said something about paying attention, and I was just like, hey, this man know I'm playing the game? Like, yeah. Wow. I said the controller thing. He started talking about paying attention. I'm like, I forget this man is a teacher. He probably know I ain't like I'm here, but I ain't all the way here. So I'm like, let me sit this controller down and all right, I'm here. So I have to say that. And then when you told that story, oh man,
which story? There's a lot of stories I told.
It's a lot of yes.
Are you talking about the story where like I was in the bathroom and like I was watching them kids about to get beat? That was hilarious, bro.
No, I forgot about that story.
That's like I think that's like our first and only TikTok.
Yeah. We gotta do more.
We do gotta do more.
We gotta do more.
Next season.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
But no. So this man talked about how he was like, man, like, so I lived in the attic. And he like, I came down and I saw this road, so I like drowned it in like hot sauce or something. And I was just like as I'm listening to this story, I am laughing and slobbering all over my room. Because I'm just laughing from the pit of my soul. Because I'm just imagining this tall, lanky kid with glasses killing insects. And I'm like, wait a minute. He like, yeah, then I had went back up to the attic. I was like, wait, okay. And all of this, you was living in the attic? You was that kid? You was that, what's the kid from Yu-Gi-Oh? They hit the insect Yu-Gi-Oh card deck.
Bruh.
Oh man, that's who I pictured. But with the whole buzz cutting thing, and of course he ain't got the buzz cutting. But
I thought we was gonna go for Hey Arnold. Like Hey Arnold lived in Arnold lived in the attic. That's what I thought she was going with that.
That's like the only 90s cartoon I don't remember like that for real.
He did.
Yeah, that man. Listen, if we're gonna keep it a buck, like that, like I understand his circumstance, in which he was living with his grandparents and everything, was like kind of sort of unfortunate. But that man had like a what's the word, bro? Like the ceiling was like a window. Well, part of the ceiling was like a window, where he could look up and you could actually see outside.
Yeah.
I forgot what that term of it is. Go ahead. Go ahead. My bad. I need to cut you off.
Forget that. I don't know the backstory to Hey Arnold and how you got to live with his granddad.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't remember Hey Arnold like that.
No. What about Doug?
Oh,
You don't.
I don't remember. I didn't have Nickelodeon like that growing up.
Okay.
I can't believe it. Recess?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right. Don't say it.
Hey, low key, I'm trying to feel that quart of ice cream in my gut now. Like big time. Like that.
No,
thing is
all right.
moving.
So no, I know y'all. I know we not recording right now, well, video wise, but I thought I was good for about like I don't know, bro. Like when it's hitting me in my stomach, man.
Yeah.
It's a gut
I had
punch.
to get up and get my man some water. This man is
Oh my god, bro! Like it came back. I thought it was gone, and then it started coming back with a vengeance, bro.
Hey, I'm kind of terrified, guys. We got one toilet in here. like I'm acknowledging the reality of we got one toilet in here right now.
Let me tell you something, okay? I don't want to be that guy and say, "Yo, this is my house," so I don't know what y'all talking about. But I'm a guy. There's also outside. I'm not.
There's also
afraid.
a sink.
No.
In who house? In who house? Listen, man. You're right. There is a sink, but not in my house.
Wait a minute. Finish where you was going with this story.
Going outside.
He gonna make us go outside.
No, I never said making y'all go outside. I'm saying I'm a man, so outside is always an option.
You right. Oh, you going outside?
I preface that with saying it's my house, but I ain't trying to be that guy.
But so what I said was right. Anyway, regardless, I'm feeling it. So we probably should figure out this bathroom situation sooner than later.
I'm straight. Y'all go ahead.
I'm good.
I'm gonna be in your bathtub. You in the toilet. I'll tell you what.
This
This thing gotta go. This thing gotta go.
Oh,
She's moving.
But no, yeah, like
She's
stupid.
you think I'm playing?
Stupid, man.
She's
No,
moving. Y'all gonna hear from me for about 15 minutes, and that is why.
Wild, man.
Hey,
Listen,
man. Hey, I think I ain't ashamed to say this. I think majority black people are lactose intolerant.
I don't know what that means.
It means that
No. I know what you're saying, but I'm like refusing to acknowledge it.
Why?
Because I just don't.
Because you like cheese.
Yes, and milk, and more cheese.
Who just drinks milk independent of cereal?
Aloha, right here.
wait. Hold on, because we be having some interesting food takes and conversations. So let me.
Oh, right, my food takes right.
You sent us a picture with cheese on chicken, and I wanted to vomit.
Hey, it was delicious.
It was
They
disgusting
eat it
looking.
in Korea.
Not like that. They got better cheese in Korea. I hope.
Give me some Korean chicken with some lemon pepper.
They look
lemon pepper
like
dust on there.
They took the nacho cheese out of a can and just said
Fire.
They defiled that chicken.
I don't want us to get sidetracked. This is good.
Sidetrack?
No, but you said that you drink milk independent on its own.
Yes.
Nothing. Not a glazed donut.
Nope.
Not a honey bun. You willingly walk into the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
I like milk.
Get a glass.
Yes.
And pour some milk.
Mm-hmm.
And drink it.
Yes.
All the way.
Right.
And go
in my mouth. No. I go.
Oh. You ain't gotta live like this.
Silky smooth.
You know what?
Okay.
No.
What kind of milk?
Smooth.
What kind of milk?
2%.
You out here drinking raw milk.
What?
Raw milk. 2% milk.
Raw milk is raw milk, technically.
No. I drink almond milk.
Listen.
Like a regular cultured person.
Like a regular cultured person.
We've
been drinking milk from cows since cows been cows.
Who?
Every often.
Who told you this is okay?
First of all, stop acting like you got grown.
Oh,
you got grown. You got your own life now. And
as
almond
a kid,
milk now.
If it wasn't strawberry or chocolate milk, I wouldn't drink it. First and foremost, that was it.
Listen,
after high school, once I realized that milk does damage to my stomach, yeah, that was it.
Let me be thoroughly clear, okay?
Yeah.
I was born in 1994, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I was a sports lover,
For sure.
okay? And they had these ads called Got Milk ads,
For sure. I remember.
okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and what did they promote?
Talk about it.
Strong bones, calcium,
Yeah.
all right?
Yeah.
Now, you can tell me until I was about 16 or 17, and I wasn't going to the league, right? The only way you get to the league is if you drink milk.
That's what they told
So it didn't matter. I ate my vegetables, I ate my broccoli, and I drank my milk.
All right.
Now, listen. As a child, it was very like it was taste. I thought the taste was cool, okay? But at this point, it's refreshing and it's sensational. Here's why. When the milk is cold and it touches your lips, there's something about that is soothing to the soul.
Milk.
Yes.
Milk.
Not skim milk.
Can I actually?
Not whole milk. Not this vitamin D stuff. Talking about 2%.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
What does milk taste like?
Oh, that's a good question. You know what it tastes like?
What is
milk.
Milk. Yeah.
Milk tastes like milk.
So do you know what happened with me?
Okay.
I was a kid, 6th grade. I walked past. They had that pyramid. You remember the food pyramid? It's like bread, vegetables,
something like that.
Bread, all that.
Obviously,
carbohydrates, junk, all that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then there was like drink milk, dairy. Dairy is up there with poultry and all of that.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah. I skipped it. For one, milk tastes like. For one, it stinks. It smells funny. Then it smells funny. It doesn't build strong bones in humans. I have yet to see data on that. But you know what is delicious? Vanilla almond milk. Best thing I ever had. I'll drink that.
I'm not saying almond milk is bad. Almond milk cool. I tried it for like about a cool season. Like for about 6 months, I was just drinking almond milk and stuff like that. I wasn't just drinking it. I was just using it because I don't want to drink it, but I can use it. So, but it's not the thick, creamy goodness that is milk. Do I prefer chocolate milk over regular milk? Absolutely. I'm not an animal. Not a monster.
No, I can't. Something about milk. I don't like it. It's gross. Tastes funny. Tastes like somebody stuck their hand in it. I don't like it. You know what it tastes like? Sweaty palms. I don't like it.
That's a big old timeout right there. Okay, I'm throwing a flag on the play. Repeat what you just said.
Tastes like a sweaty palm.
What does a sweaty palm taste like?
It tastes like hand.
Why? Who's licking sweaty palm?
Tastes like a hand.
That doesn't. Hey man, you're not gonna qualify the whole idea that you just tasted sweaty palm. You out here licking wet hands. Mm-hmm. You're not gonna qualify that with anything. Mm-hmm. All right, let the record show that Ladarius licks sweaty hands.
I don't lick sweaty hands.
It's like you don't drink milk.
Yeah, I don't drink milk at all.
Because it tastes like sweaty hands.
Okay. This is all I want you to do. Take your hand, smell it.
No.
Smell it. Mine tastes like Dawn. Is that
what?
palm olive?
Palm olive?
Yeah.
My smell kind of interesting. I don't know what it is. I can't put a thing on it.
That's what milk smell like.
That's weird.
It tastes like somebody took their hand and stuff.
He just said, that's milk.
And we started this joke when I worked at Centos, and like they'll bring us like Gatorade and stuff in the summertime.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, "Hey man, you gonna drink that?" And then they're like, "Hey man, he stirred it, man." They'll put a glove on and go in there and talk about he stirred it.
Indeed not, bruh. Yeah, I don't know. I think if I'm honest with myself, the thing is that now like I understand hydration better, right? So like I understand what my mouth feels like when I'm dehydrated, or my body feels like when I'm dehydrated like that, right? So I don't try to drink milk when I know I'm dehydrated because I know I'm just gonna feel that in my throat and feel that in my mouth and grip like that. But if I'm properly hydrated, that like milk is just a cool little like throwback before I go to bed, go that back, brush my teeth, go to sleep. But it's just like a nice little cool, like it's honestly like it's refreshing. My roommate used to make fun of me though, like real facts. Like I used to have the tall boy glass, just fill that whole thing up and just
great American kid,
that
man.
Good
old fashioned American.
Hey.
Now I could never get into the milk. Now I would eat a gang of cereal, and I drunk milk that way. Like that's the only way you can get me to drink milk. Like I eat a gang of cereal. Yeah, for sure. Only way. But other than that, it don't do nothing for me. But when I found out about almond milk, I got into that. But let me ask you something. What is one soul food dish that you do not eat?
I never had chitlins, and I feel like I never will.
Are you willing to try it?
I mean, I tried this pepper, so I guess so. At this point,
hey,
I found a day I'm willing to die. I didn't know that. I didn't know that about myself. Okay, I reached new heights today.
Hey, look, you lived. See, you came expecting to die, but you had life.
No, I didn't expect to die. I just met death. I met death today. They said, okay, all right.
I'm going to say this. And a lot of the things I say regarding soul food is about getting me kicked out of the black community. But,
did we have this conversation about soul food, didn't we?
I don't know.
We definitely did. But go ahead. We'll keep going.
Candy yams.
Yeah, what about it? Oh, my gosh. What are you about to say? Don't you dare say that. Don't you dare say what I think you're about to say. Don't you, Ladarius. Don't you dare.
Sweet potatoes?
Ladarius. Don't you. You better be careful what you about to do.
I'm not going to say it's disgusting. Because what's crazy, depending on who make it, I'll eat it. But
okay,
I've had some absolutely disgusting. Like, if I could live, like, if it's like live without this, candy yams is at the top. I'm not eating. And sweet potatoes. And then one of the people from my church shared a picture of a soul food dish, and somebody put macaroni inside of a baked sweet potato, and I just want to know. That's what I'm saying. I want to know who did that.
Who did that? Who did that? Took a picture of it and said, "This would be funny and not offensive or disgusting."
Mac and cheese inside a sweet potato.
That's wild.
All right, but we're gonna get our food because other than that, because Fred put me out there earlier.
Because we always talk about food.
He put me out there on Facebook talking about some Ladarius food takes. I like food takes.
Bro, you like food. It's okay. I like food too.
I'm a big
all like food.
I mean, come on, man.
We like food.
Look at me.
Look at me.
Look
at me.
But
we like food.
We like food.
It's all right.
It's cool.
It's all right. We just gotta stay on topic. We probably should eat before we do the pod together. That's one thing we don't do, which is like we all got busy schedules. I get that, but we always end up on food. I think it's because we don't eat before we get on the pod.
I literally come straight from work 9 times out of 10 here.
Yeah,
and it'd be like a solid 3 hours prior to getting off work.
That's why we talking about food all the time. Because you hungry,
man. Big dudes gotta eat 6 times a day.
Yeah, 6. What? Got to is the operative word on that one.
What? I used to eat 6 to 8 times a day.
I think you a big dude with a high metabolism. You talking about eating 6 times a day.
6 times a day. But that's how you build it.
Because I'm at like 2 solid ones a day.
2 solid meals?
Yeah, but like solid. That first meal I'm packing in heat, bro. Like it's not a game. I should be energized for the rest of the day. Okay, I need that second meal to make sure I can fall asleep. That's about it.
Okay, wait.
Yo, my chest hurt, bro. Like my chest on fire now, yo. Oh, that's
okay. Wait. So look, when I was training, I figured. So I didn't like. Okay, this is weird, but I had kind of got on Herbalife. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
That's the quote from anybody who's done Herbalife and is out of it. I'm like, I did it. Don't talk. I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it. But I did it, and like I would take all the pre-workout and stuff like that, and it was cool. But I didn't notice dramatic weight loss until I started eating like 6 times a day. Like, but I was eating like small meals, so it was like nothing bigger than my fist, and I got a little hand. Like I ain't got no tiny hand, but my hand's not overly humongous. So like, I ain't got no little hand, but it ain't. It's tiny, but it's little. You know what I'm saying? But it's all right. Anyway, so I would eat a meal this big, right? But I would eat 6 to 8 of those a day. So I would just eat all day. And then eventually I just got to the point like that's how you pick your metabolism up. You slow it down by eating heavier meals because your body takes a longer time to digest it.
Oh, okay.
So if you eat a bunch of smaller meals, it's easier to lose weight.
I don't know anything.
Is we gonna do something on the podcast? Because you could just edit this part out.
Go ahead, put the headphones on.
Is you participating
Put the
today?
headphones on. We're still going. Put the headphones on. Put the headphones on. No, we here now. Put the headphones on. Come on, we're here now.
Yeah.
No, it's just playing.
Nope, no, we're not now.
I was waiting.
No, we can still keep
See,
on.
This is.
Then I could have helped in the video. Shoot.
Yeah.
You want to
Laughing
eat
at
it?
y'all dying.
We
Okay.
needed one person to actually be sane throughout that moment. Okay, you saw all of us go to a different plane. Okay, we needed you to be normal. That's why I kind of kept you away from over there because I needed to know that somebody was going to be able to keep things in line. Okay, all right. I need to keep that fire out your eye too. It was a little wild, a little scary right there. He was like, "Hey, hey, I need you on reserve, me dog."
Give me one.
So, on the pod, we have right now the voice that you're listening to is Ciara, who is also my girlfriend of 11 years. This is her
You
introduction.
prefaced that like he was in trouble.
I didn't.
You all right?
No, my stomach is killing me. No, I'm not all right. Listen, so
He's like, this is.
twice. So, no, go ahead. Introduce yourself, Ciara. You here now? Go ahead.
Alright, what's up, folks? I just
You gotta speak up.
Yeah, speak up. The mic is here.
No pressure. No pressure.
So the headphones. So
Do better.
the headphones. The headphones I'm always wearing. So all right. So I since this is the season finale, so the headphones I'm always wearing is to hear and make sure that the mic is picking up everybody, or if there's any outside noise or something like that. So that's why I wear the headphones. But as far as what people hear, it's coming from the mic. So you guys speak up on the mic.
And I'll say this real quick.
Go ahead.
You talked in that introduction of her like that text you send to your homies. You cheating. You ain't supposed to be cheating. You like, hey, this is Ciara, my girlfriend.
I love her so much, and I would never talk to no other females named Sheila or Tiffany. I know none of these alleged women. That's all right though.
I'm faithful.
All praise to God.
Man, I don't even know what they're talking about.
Come on with it.
Talking
Come
about.
on. What's
I
up?
just came over and put the headphones on. I just wanted to hear.
No.
You got curious.
I was just playing around.
You know what they say about curiosity? Killed that cat. That sounds weird.
Yeah.
That's what I heard growing up. It was curiosity to kill the cat, and that just came out very weird.
Yeah.
Regardless,
You ever seen a flood coming and didn't want nobody about it?
what?
Apparently somebody has. They walked away and lived to tell a story, right?
Was that one of them old head isms that y'all just repeated between
Old
the two?
headisms.
That's what it sounded like.
I know
Old
you're not talking
headisms.
about old headisms.
And this
Y'all
man-
be going in on old head songs.
Hey, you want to know what? I
That's-
was gonna spare him today.
Whoa! Hey!
I was gonna spare him.
Oh my gosh!
Hey, did you get an invite to his birthday soiree there?
Oh,
So you did have it. Because I was asking. I was just like,
Interesting.
are you
Did you see
kidding?
his little finger?
no! Let's talk about it. No. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
We wished you a great happy birthday, and then there's this dead silence in the chat. I was like, oh,
So
I am that old
So
guy.
to give him a little bit of bail, right?
Mhm.
I followed up with him. I'm still thinking like, yo, so is it still going down on Saturday?
Mm-hmm.
He was like, no, I'm gonna probably have something on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else was said.
Is there any other more case that we have? Y'all
Okay,
play more
wait,
case?
real quick. Is we keeping this, or is we editing this part?
I don't
No,
I
we
just
can keep
need to
this.
know.
We can keep this.
No, I just need to know before I say it.
No, say what you're gonna say. Say I want it on wax, bro. I want it on wax. I tell you what. I want it on
Everything
wax.
shall be
Please
epic.
bring this.
This episode.
I'm not scared.
Okay.
It's tense at this table. If y'all were here right now.
Bring it.
Explain.
Explain what?
Explain. Go ahead.
Explain myself.
There's nothing else.
So
to be
there
said.
was
You know,
a soiree.
outside of what? That's it.
Outside of you. Yep. That's
So
it.
it's my
That's
turn to
it.
talk. It's my turn to
That's
talk.
it.
Okay, you're right. You guys were not invited to the birthday soiree.
Right.
You want to know why you weren't invited to the birthday soiree?
Because
There was no birthday soiree.
Mm-hmm.
There was no birthday soiree. I threw no party.
Mhm.
I had nobody over.
Mhm.
I did nothing. I had people. I had somebody. Went out with a friend one night. Another friend. My roommates took me out one night for dinner, and my friends took me out for dinner. That was it.
Mm.
There was no party. There was no soiree you were not invited to, alleged soiree that you were not invited to. I simply just did not do anything. I said, you know what? I'm gonna chill.
Word.
So nothing happened. There was nothing you missed an invite on or were rejected from.
So I remember in that text message that I sent you,
Yes.
or sent the group chat, I was like, yo, listen, it's your birthday. We want to celebrate you.
Oh, that's facts.
You remember that part too?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, for sure.
So it was just like, so, you know what I'm saying? What you trying to do?
Sheesh.
And we was met with a birthday soiree thing. But you just said it just didn't happen, right?
Nothing happened.
But
Who?
like how you went out. but how you went out with your roommates and a couple of your friends for these nights.
Yes.
Why didn't you think that we wouldn't have wanted to celebrate with you
On
RTV style?
We old heads.
you know what? You
still
know
can.
what? You know what? I'll give you that. Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I planned none of my stuff that I did.
Okay.
So in my head,
Mhm.
I didn't know what I was doing those nights. Can't invite nobody to something you don't know nothing about. The thing that happened on Friday, I literally had no plan. My roommates the day before, on Thursday, were like, hey, let's go out to this joint right here. So, all right, bet. You know what I mean? Y'all have been like, it's on me though, because I had alleged soirees planned, right?
Mhm.
But if y'all had hit me and been like, hey, let's hang out today, I'd have been like, all right, bet. So that's on me. I'll take that. I'll take that. But there was no alleged soiree. I want to be clear. There was no event that people were not invited to, or I didn't want to rock with nobody. I just was
So
floating.
let me ask you this, right? Does Ladarius and myself know your roommates?
Yes, you do.
Cool. So it's safe to say that if you were to leave the room and we were left in a room alone with your roommates, it wouldn't feel awkward.
No.
Cool. So when you were out with your roommates and
Yes.
y'all went to this place for
Yes.
festivities,
Yes.
did you think about, hey, maybe I should shoot and see if those two would be interested in coming?
I didn't know how the money situation was playing out, so I didn't think to invite nobody because I didn't know who was paying for what and how I was getting paid for. If it helps y'all, I didn't have a lot of birthdays growing up where I had my homies hanging out with me, so I didn't know what to expect. A lot of my birthdays were handled at summer camps, and one party I ever had was a pizza party at my grandparents' house. Now I lived a good life.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want no pity.
Okay.
I'm just saying I don't never plan a birthday or know how birthdays work or who shows up for what or how these things go. I don't.
Same.
And again, I understand from in hindsight, I can see why you said, hey, we want to celebrate you. And I should have been like, bet, what y'all want to do. I could see that.
Mhm.
But we need to understand
Mhm.
there was never any personal malice or intent. It was just one man who did not know what he was doing
Okay.
and just ended up, you know.
Darius, do you want to add anything to this before I go?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
go ahead, bro.
Okay.
That was
So-
fun. I like that.
I like his legal vernacular.
Jargon, yeah.
Yeah. It's very it gives me the essence of William Regal. I really like that.
I definitely feel like I'm sitting at court right now.
Yeah.
How y'all grilling this man?
I just seen William Regal. That's why I was like, that's perfect. All right. So I believe are we getting off him?
We can. It's up to you.
Ah, yeah, we gonna.
I just feel like there was a miscommunication.
It's once he started talking like this. All right, so I think it was July 28th. Whatever that time, like that.
Oh, we bring dates now. That's
Yeah.
terrifying.
Man, because it was it was a long span of silence over the course of, I think it was 72 hours.
Okay.
That sounds like a hangover night. I mean, that's what it sounds like. You ever seen The Hangover?
I have.
They was on a 3-day trip, right?
They were.
They was like that. That must have been fun.
Man,
But my knees ain't the same, and I got it's like tennis elbow on this arm, so I can't keep up with the youngsters. Yeah. But you got it, young blood. You got it.
The carpentry. Y'all should see Darius hit a jig. Y'all should see it.
Ooh. Ooh.
We choosing violence today. Okay.
No. That's not what I'm trying to do.
Oh.
You ever seen me bend down and pick up a pencil?
No, but Fred kept some in his pocket at one point because
he did plan on killing people and talking about premeditated murder on the pod. I forgot about that. That was the best episode.
Let's put some context into this.
Okay? It was premeditated murder.
So I went to a very rough high school, okay?
Premeditated.
And all of the people which I knew, they had regular classes. I had honor classes. And so our lunch periods was different. So I had lunch with a mix of people, but most of them were upperclassmen. Now, after hearing so many rumors in elementary school about how bad this high school was, I wasn't taking no chances. So in the lunch line, I made sure I had a bunch of pens in my pocket because I didn't know how to fight, but I for damn sure knew how to stab. So, I was just going to wait until somebody approached me that was not that wanted some malice intent, and it was going to be stab. And if I was going to get beat up, I was going to take my beating, but I was going to take somebody with me.
There is a ridiculous image in my head of you being surrounded by people who have to be between like 5'6" to 5'8", and your tall self, them looking at you like, yeah, we gonna get him, and you just with your pen out, just like, huh? That's a wild image, my boy.
Listen, man,
I
had to survive, bro.
I'm not arguing with that part.
Here's my thing. Go for it. Before they could even get close to you with a punch, they have to pass at least like an 81-inch arm reach.
He said, "You telling me you can't see them from a mile away?"
Hold on, with a stabbing, and then on top of that, it was the fact that he admitted on. I'm like, Fred, bro, that's premeditated murder.
Bro,
that's premeditated assault, battery. Hey,
I was a timid freshman, bro. Wasn't bro, you listen.
The law don't care nothing about that.
I know it don't care about nothing, especially me being
black.
Black.
Statute of limitations is kind of up, especially if you didn't do nothing.
I mean, he didn't do nothing, but it's the fact, you don't admit on the radio waves.
Did you not say allegedly?
I never said I was gonna kill nobody.
Did you say allegedly?
No.
Oh.
But I never said I was gonna kill somebody.
They gonna get my dog.
I never said I was gonna kill somebody.
You gotta say allegedly.
I understand that, but I never said I was gonna kill somebody. Listen. About your birthday situation, we're gonna touch back.
We're gonna come back to that because you stabbed me with the iron. It's not what you want to talk about.
No. So about your birthday, right? So
yes.
So it hit someone, right?
Yes.
You said that you have. You're not used to having birthday parties, right? Because summer camp usually held that for you.
Yeah. Shout out summer camp, folks. Y'all did me right, but I never knew what to do. What it looked to do a birthday with the people I actually do life with. I don't know. People want to take you out. I don't know how that works.
So. Next year, yes. I got you.
Okay, I appreciate that. Also, birthday was 2 weeks ago. We can still go out.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, that's cool, but I'm talking about...
Yeah, we're not paying for you now.
No.
It's 2 weeks, bro. Statute of limitations.
No, that can still happen, but I'm saying, for next year, I got you.
Hey.
We'll definitely do something, because,
That's all?
parties are my thing, bro.
All right, bet. I'm with it.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't make promises like that. You gotta get up with me.
He said, that's cool and all. Don't look at me. He
No,
said, don't look at me right now.
It's not a promise, but I'm telling you, I got you. As Ladarius can tell, as Ciara can tell you, I've thrown some pretty nice parties. Wild parties, but they've been nice parties. But I understand you know that wild stuff is cool. So we'll tone it down. Be cool.
Hey, we can do whatever
No,
we want.
no, you don't. You don't understand what you brought. No, you don't.
We'll play do a drink with all the cards.
As long as you're not hosting it.
No.
I don't know why Cam think I'll be trying to do all of the wild
I've
things.
seen you in action before. I'm not going to put you on a wax right now,
Wow.
Sierra, but I've seen you in action before. I
What
know
does
the kind
that
of danger
even
you
mean?
represent.
You
Correct.
You are
acting
lovely
like
energy to have. I'm not capping on that at all. But you are a danger. If you don't watch out for what you're doing, I will end up bent over somewhere, crying and throwing up. And you can't deny that. Darius, what were you saying?
I was saying you read her accurately. Because I remember you sat over here and you was like, yeah, let's have a glass of wine. And y'all had one glass and then one glass turned into like three of them.
Yeah, bro. No,
I was like, man.
I already had some stuff, and then she was trying to hand me some wine too. And I was like, what was going on?
Wine.
I was
No,
just watching her.
and then I remember I had to leave. I was trying to leave because I had to go somewhere else. She was
Ended
still
up
trying to get me
drinking.
to stay and get some more. I'm like, bro, come on now.
And you was like, man, you know what? I can make it. I got some. I'm like,
Yeah, that was tough. I'm not gonna lie. I stood up 3 stops too early. Was like, oh, I'm going the opposite way. I was straight. That was funny.
All right, so let's switch gears a little bit. So, what I really want to touch on, and I want to talk about this last week, but last week's spot wasn't the place for it. I want to talk about this Dr. Dre thing. Are y'all familiar with it?
What?
yeah,
No.
Okay,
I've heard about it.
so Dr. Dre's daughter, I believe, I don't know what. I know he got a couple of kids. I don't know what range. I don't know if like she's the oldest, second oldest, nothing like that. But I do know that she's in her 30s, and that she got 3 kids, and that she was cut off, money wise, from Dr. Dre, which is her father. She got cut off in January, and she got 3 kids. But up until that point, she was getting like a monthly payment, stipend, or whatever you want to call it, of, I think about $30,000. If I'm,
Per month?
I believe about per month, I think. But the reason why she got cut off is because Dr. Dre's lawyer said that she spoke out against her father once or something like that. And Dr. Dre didn't like that, so he cut her off completely. Now, like I said, his daughter has 3 kids. And she said that she's homeless, living in her car. What are y'all thoughts on it?
I can't help but think about that one Lifetime movie with Michelet. And after watching that, I thought of Dr. Dre in a whole different light. I was just wow, this man ain't all that. He don't be treating people right.
Yeah, I saw clips of that thing too, and I kind of get the sense that like he might not be the greatest dude. I mean, at the end of the day, like I don't think it's cool to like turn your back on your kids like that. On the same note though, I'm wondering what she said to speak out against him like that, and if this is a situation of somebody who less or so, like I mean, probably hurt to a certain extent, but probably to another extent of like probably like hurt that like somebody he loves would like go against him like that. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that's grounds to do what he's doing. I'm just saying that's something to consider when you're considering like just being a human being. And like, yes, he has all the money in the world to support whoever he wanted to support, right? But there's something to be said about pain, and maybe that's actual pain for him, and being like, yo, like needing distance away from her in that regard for the way he felt betrayed. But I wouldn't. I mean, I would, but not. But if you put me in that scenario, I would never. Like, you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying.
To add a little bit more to it, she said that she hadn't seen him, or they hadn't seen each other, or spoken or something like that in 18 years.
But she was getting money though from him?
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, at the end of the day, this lady is grown, and
That's true.
with 3 children, you should definitely be having something going for yourself and not really be looking to your parents.
And to add to that, I think if it's accurate, right? And let's say, even if it's not, let's just say hypothetically, she's getting 30 grand a month to live off of. What were you doing with that 30 grand a month?
Exactly.
Because apparently, up until this point this year in January, you were getting 30 grand a month. I don't necessarily know when that started, but I would like to assume it's been going on for some time. So, and I know kids are expensive, right? Expensive as heck. But 30 grand?
Yes.
What type of lifestyle are you living where you don't have money saved up, stacked up, or whatnot for a rainy day or something? 30 grand? Like, some people make only 30 grand. You know what I'm saying? Like, in a year or something like that. And you talking about that's what you was getting a month? I don't know. What you think, Darius? Need some time?
I'm trying to figure out how and which way to tackle this. That makes the most sense.
I feel like we
I got
don't know
questions.
enough of the facts and the details.
That's the thing, too.
Sure.
Because we don't have his side of the story. You know what I mean?
What
Because
did she even say?
that. But at the end but to play devil's advocate to that, and I'm gonna let Darius get his opinions on even whatever she said, does that give you the right, or should that be right for you to treat the grandkids that way? Because the oldest grandkid, the oldest child she has is 16. And I think she has one that's 8 and one that's younger than that, obviously. So even if you're not supporting the mother like that, is it still cool to be doing that to the grandkids who ain't got nothing to do with that?
But is that his fault or is that her fault for not stewarding the money the right way?
Bro,
So help. You know what I mean? Like, I because I not get it. Like, that's still his grandkids, but that's something about her stewarding that money the right way to support them. So what is she doing with her money that was so off that where she's homeless because they stopped paying her in January, right?
Is that the facts? She's homeless now? Like,
That's
she
what
has
she's,
nothing
yeah,
now?
homeless living out of an SUV is what she said. So that doesn't, like, that I don't know, with all that money like that does not add up no matter how you cut it like that, right?
True.
I mean, unless there's facts we don't understand, but again, that's the way you cut it. So
Yeah, just speaking on the facts that we know. You know what I mean? Speaking on the facts we know.
Well, for one, if you're getting $30,000 a month and your father is a very well-known billionaire,
yeah.
you grew up affluent. You had to. So, with me understanding that means her lifestyle, she's probably used to a affluent lifestyle that we aren't privy to. So, for one, her mindset and her mentality is different. So, I can speak from my point of view all day. Somebody that grew up in Chicago in some of the rougher neighborhoods, never having for myself $30,000 a month,
Right.
and say like, yeah, well, I make do, you know what I'm saying? But that's me. So it's like, all right, if you used to a higher grade of lifestyle, apparently you was getting paid that to keep up with that lifestyle. It wasn't like nothing for you to, you know. But as a father, would I cut my kids off? For one, if I was a father getting that kind of money, I got to figure out who I am at that point in life. If I'm getting that kind of money, like, am I still holding on to the morals and values and things that I have?
Let me cut in here real quick. All right, so I misspoke. So we don't know how much she was getting.
Okay.
What I misread was she said that he's in he got divorced from his current wife not too long ago, and he has to pay her $300,000 a month.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that's what I got mixed up on. So
That's kind of big. Yeah.
So basically, she's saying that while he has to pay this much, he could pay to help her, kind of thing.
Yep.
But I'm gonna say I can't speak on him. I don't know what his business like with his children. But I'm gonna say, like, for mine, if I was in a position to help my kids, I'll be in a position to help my kids. Now, if you're going out here doing what you gotta do, you come to me when you need help. But when you need help, it is not my job after you're a grown adult making money, living your own life, especially if you're having kids, meaning that either you in a relationship with somebody or y'all propose a marriage. How it's supposed to be, like, that's supposed to be the person to take care of you. Yeah, I'm your father. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, my job is to build something for you to have. But it's not for me to take care of you for the rest of your life. If in terms of a daughter, in terms of a son, oh my nigga, for real, it's really, you have to learn how to make your way in this world. But I will have something for you. Like, I don't think it's cool to, like, I don't think it's cool for me to leave here without having something to give to my kids. That's something I want to do. I want to be able to leave them an inheritance, something, that they can use. So, I mean, I can't speak for him. You know what I'm saying? I won't judge this situation because I don't know it. But I would say for me, I wouldn't think I would. I don't think I can really. Yeah, I don't think I can really judge it. I'm just gonna say, is she 30 something?
38.
If you going through a hard time, you going through a hard time. This is what it is.
Yeah.
So I would. My daughter in her 30s, she ain't got no husband. She going through a hard time. Yeah, I'll help. That's my kid.
Yeah. No, it's a tough spot to be in. Like I said, we don't know everything. But as far as I go, if I was in that position, that's rough, right? Because whatever relationship you got with the daughter, at the end of the day, that's still something that you help create. So you got a certain responsibility. But if y'all got a rocky relationship, but your child has kids, which are your grandkids, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, well, I'm kind of damned if I do and damned if I don't. Because if I don't help you out, then those kids gonna suffer. Them kids ain't got nothing to do with what we got going on, right?
Right.
But if I do help you, then let's just say that you bad with money. You know what I mean? Or you just make bad decisions. Then I'm kind of enabling you. The kids are straight, but at the same time, I'm enabling you, and me and you ain't really cool like that. You know what I mean? So it's a tough position to be in.
Where's love, though? I mean, I hear what you're saying, but I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a child can disrespect their parent, to the point of injuring them, and to the point of wounding them, and to the point where a parent can draw their love away from them. Away from them. That's a very real possibility, and I think we live in this world where we're supposed to like we're trained to think somebody owes us something. So even if somebody owes us love, like, you can wound somebody. Like, you can. Does it mean that we not supposed to be people who reconcile others back, or reconcile with people who have hurt us? No, we're not supposed to be that. We're not supposed to be like, oh, no, I don't want to get close to you just because you hurt me. We're supposed to reconcile people back into our, in the right relationship with us, no matter how they hurt you. But is it possible to wound somebody that way, especially your parent? Like, come on, man. Like, if you ever argue with your mom and your dad, like real life argue with them, you can wound them. You know what I'm saying? You can wound them to the point where they be like, yo, I don't want to deal with you. You hear about people getting put out their people's house all the time. Like, this parent, whatever, put their child out because their child disrespectful. It can't get to that point. Should it stay like that? I don't think so. Life too short. Life too short to let it stay that way.
That's a fact.
Be reconciled. Use love. But there's like I said, this is not me judging the situation. I'm just speaking to the hypothetical. Like you love, you know, you're supposed to love. Love.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's definitely a fact. This was good.
Man, look, let's be honest. This pepper done kicked my mind. I don't like.
No, there's a
man.
moment of me looking at all three of them. Like, look at you, thought about myself, and I'm like, yeah, this is. We're in a different state of being because of that pepper, bro.
We are. That pepper transformed us over the episode.
So, I started to feel my chest hurting. I think I'm gonna have heartburn tonight. My stomach's starting to bother me now, but I can't tell if that's the pepper or that's the pound of ice cream I ate. Because I ate a lot of ice cream. You know? You gotta check out that clip on YouTube for real. Because that's like that. Like I had that big tuck, bro. Yeah.
That's a fact.
I'm literally gonna find a way to eat the rest of that.
Why?
Because I got it.
I want to throw it away just to prove the point. Just to prove the point. Like, what's the point?
It was money spent.
You got to plant it.
Oh, that's kind of smart.
Wait, it's a hybrid.
What does that mean?
That means it's a blend of two different peppers.
So you can't plant it?
I mean, it has seeds, but I don't know how. I don't know the kind of environment they grow in.
That's fair.
You can germinate it, yeah, but ain't no guarantee I'm gonna produce a crop.
Yeah.
We sound like we trying to be farmers.
No, you sound like you trying to be a farmer. I'm over here like, tell me more about my Doc. I didn't know you do it like that.
You gotta have.
No, this outside of the peppers, this is dope. You know what I'm saying? This pepper been kicking my stomach for the last hour and a half.
We brought Ciara on and then just talked.
She ain't really want to
about some topic about Dr. Dre and his daughter.
You didn't want to talk.
I wanted to get back to hugs. That conversation was good.
That's a good point. The hugs one earlier.
So
before off the pod.
So
before the peppers.
No, that's cool. We can touch on that real quick before we wrap up. So, what is it about hugging people that's taller than you that feels different from hugging people that's your height or shorter?
Yeah, talk to us.
No. This all started because Cam came in with a greeting, and I was just like, "Yo, that feels really good." Do girls just come up to you and be like, "Can I hug you, Cam?" Oh, Cam.
And yes, it does happen.
Oh, okay.
Shout out.
No, shout out to you. Shout out to you.
Yeah,
shout out to me.
Shout out to big people in
general. Yeah, shout out to the big boys.
Big people.
Big body, big front.
Big bodies. Big frames. You ever hug somebody? Okay, no offense. That's too skinny, and you feel like if I hug you too tight,
I didn't know you had to preface that one. You have to preface that one. You put yourself on a bad spot by prefacing that one. Preface it.
Anywho, shout outs to
she said no offense, but you know, which is the mind of anybody to offend somebody, but it's okay.
So it goes back to my original question: what is it about hugging big body, big frame?
Look, we warm.
Cuddly.
It feels great. It feels amazing. Have you hugged Cam? Give Cam a full-on hug right now, and tell me it didn't feel good. Go ahead.
I've hugged Cam before.
That's great, but today.
It changed.
I don't know about the forcing. I don't need the hugging be forced in a way that makes it feel good.
All right.
No,
a good hug.
When it's genuine,
I don't know about.
It's like
all that.
You ever cradled a baby?
I don't know about that either.
You never cradled a baby?
I mean, I did when I was holding a newborn once. I was like, oh, okay.
No, you gotta do the one arm cradle when you just got him right here. That baby don't talk. That baby don't move.
You comparing that to a hug?
I've literally only seen men do that. A one arm cradle.
The one arm cradle? Yeah. Like man, bro, like that's the sleeper hold for babies. One arm cradle. You put the baby right there, and you just walk around. That baby ain't gonna move. That baby ain't gonna cry. That baby just gonna chill.
Okay.
What? You never seen? Look,
we ain't got kids.
You can just look up videos.
But I was sitting here thinking, like, you know, I don't have no expertise on this. Okay?
Like, no,
I can count the amount of babies I held. Okay, on
Look, man, on one hand.
One hand?
look,
Bruh.
man, look. All right, so this is what you do. Somebody have a newborn, man. Look, and then you
I believe
and then you a big one. You a big one like me. So look, you're gonna be able to fit that baby all the way up to your bicep.
Right. You just football them.
And you football, and you just hold that baby like that. That baby.
And I put them to sleep.
They put them to sleep. They're gonna be comfortable because it's you, it's your body heat, it's
My
the
baby
warmth.
like, I'm in a king size bed
it's
right
right.
now.
Right.
A little top.
Hello, child.
So this was silly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've only held about 3 babies. I've held my 2 nieces, 3 nieces, because I held your baby too. I don't think I held Taylor when she was a baby.
Man, you missed out.
So yeah, I only held 3 babies. That's crazy.
Yeah, you missed out. Cause you got a crazy man. Look, hey, that's
But
so
see, I
basically-
would have still never did that either. Like I would have had it with both arms.
Cause you scared about
Yes.
security and all that. That's what they teach you in Lamar's class. Don't worry about that. Look, just one hand the baby, don't drop the baby. That's all you got to. And then
Son.
I'm saying this to say, so that's what it's like when you get hugged. Because if you ever hugged a plus size woman, it's like you ever. I don't want to say a beanbag because they don't do it justice.
Nah.
They don't do it justice. It's like
It's
you
about
have
The justice
oh
is
my
dang near disrespectful. But I would look at
No, it don't do it justice.
He said he don't do it justice.
What? I mean, it don't compare. You ever seen the maternity pillows?
You're not helping yourself.
What?
that you got to like.
The maternity pillows, man.
I think what Derek is just trying to say is that it's very comfortable.
It is.
Warmth. There's warmth in it. There's a fullness about it.
It's the fullness.
A
It's
fullness.
that chest
Because here's the thing.
Chest
Chest
meat
All right,
on that.
Listen. Listen. Here's what I'll say. I do find it rather a little bit weird when I'm hugging like a skinny girl and like my arms like I can touch my own elbows.
Yes.
Like that's like a strange feeling.
Yes.
That's not horrible. It's just different than when you're hugging somebody where you really only meet like about wrist to wrist. Okay, that's a different kind. That's a fullness about that hug. It gets all your arms involved in that, right? But if you hugging somebody and you touching elbow to elbow, that means there's kind of space in between your arms and that person's body, and it feel kind of weird. I'm just saying that there's something about the embrace of something that touches every part of your body rather than little parts of your
It
body.
reminds
You
you of being
cannot
young.
close
It
your
reminds you of being a little baby.
Well, see, that's
Little
different.
baby.
Well, see, it's different for me though, because my arms always touch elbows anyway.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I think that's why you're not understanding.
Yeah.
I think your frame is not allowing you to do that.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna help
Yeah,
you.
it's tough.
Yeah,
I'm
me
gonna
and
help
Darius gonna give you a hug together. We're gonna
Right.
hug you. We're gonna sandwich you.
Yeah.
And
You gotta
I'm
put
gonna
your arms
I'm
around
gonna teach you how to
them.
maximize your body for hugs. See when it
Can
what
you
works.
teach him that? Throw that whole foot on you, bro.
But I can see this where the teacher coming. You got to do side hugs.
Oh,
That's how you maximize your hugs. You got to do side hugs, and then you just lean down on top of them when you hug because
That
you know
kinda
you
helps.
giant. You got that giantism, so you just
you got that giant.
and
You just said that.
you just cup them, and then they're gonna be like, oh man, they feel real small, but they're gonna be out.
And don't break nobody's neck.
That's
Break
it.
nobody's neck.
No, with the bend down. No, y'all.
You can't.
It be the bend down. Be
That's true.
on my neck going back.
I've had a couple times where somebody been like, "All right, can you let me go?" I'm kind of choking right
Yo.
now. I'm like,
Yo,
listen, I'm just trying to give you all this.
these strays that she just popping these strays like it ain't nothing.
Well, it was the neck.
I'll pay for her. Bro.
Do you know I like? Okay, so you know
should
my
look
best friend.
into cuddling. I'm sure you can get
I
paid.
just like hug, and she be like she's so short that it be like she gotta go like this.
I don't want sugar mamas.
Hilarious. I
That's
love
the
that.
neck break.
I love that.
I hate it.
I
Did you
love
just say
it.
you want a sugar mama?
No.
Wait,
She tried
what?
to tell me. See, listen. Here's the thing.
I'm trying to get him
She
some
told me I should
extra
get paid
cash.
to give people hugs and cuddle them. I'm like, no, I don't want that.
It's a security thing.
It's my body.
Okay.
I ain't trying to. Then you can't tell me there's not a line in there that feels like prostitution in a little bit. Okay, there's something in there that feels
it's
a little
just
off.
providing comfort
With my body. What do prostitutes do?
They do a lot. They do a lot, man.
They do a lot. One of them
it's
is
not the same. All right. Well, you can keep your body to myself. I feel blessed that I have experienced the side hug. And, you know, it was amazing. And that was just like a quick piece of a second. You know what I'm saying? So.
Y'all want these hugs. All right, listen.
Yeah, this was a sign.
So, like I said, man, this episode been all over the place. I'll blame it on the peppers, but it's reset the vibe. You already know what you're stepping into when you listen to
ice cream.
What?
Yeah, it was butter pecan ice cream.
Yeah, it was delectable.
And I want you to know how much I love you by saying, yeah, go ahead and take that.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Ken, because you saw me going through it.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I got you on that.
I know. I appreciate that because when you got the water, we were like, oh, he was thirsty, and then you sat down next to me, and he was like, no, it's for you. I was like, oh, that's love.
Yeah, bro, I saw you going through it. Bro.
Yeah,
no, I gotta be there for my dog, bro. Exactly.
I was
exactly.
Do not forget to watch the clip on YouTube of these fellas dying after the Carolina Reaper. It is hilarious.
I didn't die. I just passed out.
I was cool until it hit my stomach. When it hit my stomach, yeah, man, that was a whole different
Y'all
story.
ain't understand. When I went to go wash my hand, my mouth was tore up. Like all this gums, all this. I'm like, it's bleeding.
I don't have diabetes now, so it's what it is. What it is. I ate the whole thing of ice cream. That's like you died. I died, but I just suffocated myself in ice cream.
So do any of y'all have any last parting words? This is the season finale. We're gonna be back in September sometime. So anything y'all want to say to the people?
Appreciate y'all for listening. Thanks for rocking with us. It's been dope. We're looking forward to season 2, man. I mean season 3?
Season 3.
Season 3. Looking forward to it.
Shout out to all the big body, big framers. We out here. Man. We out here. Get in tune.
I'm super proud of you guys. Look at you guys coming together. Put this whole thing together. People is listening. That's great.
Yeah, this is going to be episode 47, 48. And even though that doesn't seem like a big number, that's a big number.
That's a lot of content.
That's a lot of content. That like when you average out the episodes, and I'm not a math whiz, but each of the episodes, they probably round out about an hour and a half for most of them. That's a lot of content. Because I think the longest episode I did, is like a pre-season episode to season 2 was when I went and did a pod with Uchi, and we talked about politics, and that was about a good solid 3 hours.
Jeez.
But it was a good conversation though,
Cool.
because like he's really proficient on like politics and everything. We were just talking about like about how Black people need to be more aware of politics. He was breaking down terms and everything that's what I'm saying, that would scare no person to be hearing these things. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it was real good. It was real good content. But yeah, 40-something episodes. This will be 47, 48. We appreciate y'all.
Can I address the fast food industry on here? Hey, Starbucks, man. Whoever y'all get y'all guava juice from, y'all need to holler at them, man. They need to get them back in stock with the hibiscus. Get that going. I need my hibiscus and guava juice drink. I'm tired of going to y'all stores and we out. I don't want to hear we out no more. I don't want to hear that no more.
That sounds like a springtime seasonal.
It ain't. They supposed to have very, very hibiscus on deck, and they supposed to have guava juice.
Hibiscus flowers in the cabinet right now.
But you got guava juice?
They probably got some guavas. No, I know they got some guavas at Morse, but it's like late. Right.
You know what I really hate, and we're gonna wrap this up after I say
You said that 3 times. You sound like a preacher. He's not lying to the folk.
All right, one last thing, because he brought it up. I was going to close this out. He brought us up with the fast food thing.
And another thing.
I hate one more thing. Listen, I hate these fast food restaurants that have like these little seasonal things or like promotional stuff.
And what happened to the pumpkin spice scone?
What did we close about?
It's coming back.
He said, "Oh yeah." And before we close out, we just gonna rip up the fast food industry.
You know what?
On the way out, you know what? Starbucks, you suck. You ruined my day multiple times. McDonald's.
I'm tired of Kiwi Stop Room.
I'm tired of Taco Bell taking and giving us back these damn nacho fries. I'm tired of it.
Hey, it teasing us though. That's not okay. All right, that was a decent gripe in that one. I apologize for even mocking you slightly on that one.
Hey, but
relatable.
Them pumpkin spice scones, I'm gonna need y'all to get on that. Y'all need to get up with
You
whoever makes it.
Spice dudes? You know, we don't have time for
Hey,
that.
first of
We don't
all,
have time for that.
yo, this is
season 3.
It's been wonderful hanging out with y'all.
You know what you should do? You should just fade this one out. Like, just hear me out talking.
No, that's a fact. Yo, listen, it's been another episode of Reset the Vibe. We will see y'all back here sometime again next month for season 3. We got some interesting things planned, man. We got some cool guests coming up and all that other good jazz. So keep it rocked, keep it locked. I hope y'all stay safe, treat each other with respect and kindness. And as always, love.
I thought there would be like a harmonization. I thought
You want
everybody
these pumpkin spice niggas?
Yes, nigga. I don't understand what you niggas is. What's wrong with y'all niggas, man? What's wrong with pumpkin spice?